Hey, it's Tyson. Welcome back to another bite-sized episode aimed at elevating your practice. This week, I want to talk about 3 things you can do before the start of 2024 so that you can get things started on the right foot. Before I dive in, though, I want to remind you to check out our Maximum Lawyer and Minimum Time, which is a really unique roadmap that you're not going to get with a lot of these other people that are giving you all this wonderful advice that from people that have never run a law practice, frankly. And Jim and I have really dissected what has worked for us, what has worked for many of our guests over years, and we put it into Maximum Lawyer Minimum Time. For everyone that's in the guild, you get it for free. You get the whole thing for free. We're going to give you stage 1 absolutely free just for listening. Just text me stage 1 at 314-501-9260 and we'll send it out to you right away. Remember, stage 1, 314-501-9260. Just text that to me and you'll get it. All right. So I'm going to talk about these 3 things. This is going to be a fairly quick episode, but on this one, I just want you to take action. Okay. Take take one of the 3 things and take action. That's all I want you to do. So here's the first idea for you. And that's develop a new routine. Okay. So start a unique, easy for me to say, start a unique routine before the new year, like practicing gratitude every morning or taking a daily walk in nature, whatever it may be. But we want to start developing a healthy habit, whatever that thing is. So let's say you want to stop eating so much sugar. Okay. So let's figure out what that routine is for you to stop consuming as much sugar. It doesn't mean you have to get rid of sugar completely. You can, just start to minimize it. Think about what that thing is that you're going to start doing to help you with that routine. Maybe you want to stop eating after 8 o'clock. So maybe put on a couple extra pounds and you don't want I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions, but maybe you want to, for the new year, you want to have a healthier body in 2024. Maybe one of those things is that I'm not going to eat after 8 p.m. or I'm not going to eat after 7 p.m. There's things like that you can start to build into your regular routine that's going to start you off on the right foot for 2024. All right, so let's get to the second one. This is my favorite. Learn a new skill unrelated to law. So pick up something that's completely unrelated to your law practice, like pottery, could be coding. One of our receptionists, actually, she wants to learn coding. She's been learning coding. I think it's pretty cool. Could be a new language. I started to learn Hindu. I've actually put it on the back burner for a little bit, but just because we've got so much going on with the firm that I put it on the back burner just a little bit. But things like this can really stimulate your brain in new ways and spark creativity. There's a lot of really cool studies about this that you can read up on if you want to, but I'm just telling you, there's a lot of studies on it that help stimulate your brain by picking up something new, learning something new. I think that there's a lot of great things that can come from that. So give that a try. And then number 3, this is probably number 2 on my list when it comes to my favorites, but plan a random act of kindness day. And there is something that we do with our kids. You may have heard me talk about it on the podcast before, but we do the 3 cards on Adventure Sunday. We call Sundays Adventure Sunday, and we've got 3 cards. We have a stack of big cards, and they pick 3. So each of the kids picks a card, and they don't get to see them. They don't see what's on the other side, and then they pick one of the 3 cards. Or actually, my wife does. Amy does. So the kids pick, and then she picks one of the 3, and then we get to do that thing. One of the things that's on the other side of one of those cards in that big stack is everyone goes and does a random act of kindness. You don't have to do it in the same way we do, but by the way, that card's not being picked yet. It's a big stack of cards, but I can't wait for that one to come up because it really does excite me. But you can plan a day of just doing random acts of kindness. And I think that this is cool because in 75 Hard, once you get to phase 3, one of the things you have to do for the 30 days in phase 3, if I'm remembering correctly, I'm pretty sure it's phase 3, that because I couldn't wait to get to this part because I think it's cool, is you have to do a random act of kindness. It's really cool to force your brain to think, okay, when am I going to do my random act of kindness? And just imagine doing your day like that every day. It's kind of cool. But but plan that day and dedicate that day to performing random acts of kindness. And maybe you set a goal for doing 5 random acts of kindness. I think that's pretty cool. But it's a really a simple way of paying for someone's coffee. It could be writing a thank you note, but it's a simple way of really paying it forward, which I think is pretty cool. And you can really have a positive impact on someone's life by doing this. All right, so that's all I have for this episode. I want to challenge you to pick one of these 3 to do by the end of December, and if you do, I promise it's gonna help you kickstart your way into 2024 with a renewed sense of purpose and enthusiasm for your practice. So make these last days of the year count in a meaningful way. As a reminder, if you have something you want me to cover on the Saturday show, shoot me a text and I'll try to cover it if I can. We get a lot of great ideas all the time, and I will get to them as quickly as I can. So keep them coming. Just text me 314-501-9260 and I'll get to it if I can. Until next week, remember that consistent action is the blueprint that turns your goals into reality. Take care.